Wow, this is a horribly unflattering angle, and you can see me editing a video in my glasses. Okay, today we are talking about, well, today we are watching first Anna and the Apocalypse. So this is one of the movies that I was least looking forward to. I don't necessarily love zombie movies, and I don't necessarily love musicals. I'm not that excited about Christmas either, so we're putting all three together this time, and we are doing a zombie Christmas musical. So I am watching this on Netflix Canada. I will come back at the end of the video to kind of let you know how I felt, and then I'll sit on my thoughts again for the night and we will regroup tomorrow. But for now, let's start Anna and the Apocalypse. Oh, I didn't put the volume on, guys. Do you see my thumbs up? Okay, cool. Let's get started.
Christmas means nothing because Christmas means nothing without you.
Well, it's been about a week and I lost my entire USB that I had my entire video planned out on, but we're back and we're here, and it is time to finally talk about Anna and the Apocalypse. I feel like I watched this movie so long ago. I feel like I watched this movie so long ago now. Oh my goodness, we are flying through this month. We are flying through this year. I am not happy with it. Anyways, Anna and the Apocalypse, a 2018 zombie Christmas horror comedy musical. Now, I'm adding the comedy in there. It wasn't in the description, but I thought it was quite funny. The cast is made up of pretty much all unknowns, and it was the brainchild of the man who came up with this meme. His name was Ryan McHenry, and he sadly passed away back in 2015. Which makes me appreciate this movie a little more, that they like finished this movie kind of in his memory. Anyways, really quickly, this movie, Anna and the Apocalypse, is essentially like Glee meets Shaun of the Dead. Like I said, it is a Christmas zombie apocalypse kind of musical. I did not like the first little bit of it, and I will get into that. But this movie essentially is about a girl going off to university, and before she can do such thing, she has to fight off hordes of zombies with her family and friends. This felt very targeted towards younger teens, younger adults. I definitely didn't feel like it was for my demographic when I first started watching it, actually until almost a half an hour in. If I would have discovered this when I was in high school, I would have absolutely loved it, because that's when I was really big into Glee. I mean, at times it felt even a little High School Musical-y. Which kind of, a couple songs honestly took me out of the movie. I didn't, but what I will say, everyone in the movie had an incredible voice, delivered an incredible performance. Like I said, it took me a good half an hour to actually get into the story. I don't necessarily like Christmas music, and I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a big fan of musicals, with the exception of like Beetlejuice the musical, Repo, obviously, The Devil's Carnival. I would even say Hamilton. So honestly, like, the music was my least favorite part of this movie. But what I will say is there was one joke. I will insert it.
There's Olive. You know, it's in the song. Olive, the other reindeer. Used to laugh and call him names.
I hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at work now, and I think of this joke because it was just so stupidly funny. There was also a scene of people taking photos with the hordes of zombies, and it kind of reminded me of all of the gatherings right now in like COVID times where everyone's just like hanging out in close quarters taking photos together. Like, if there was a zombie apocalypse, we know who would. Natural selection, okay? That's all I'm going to say. This movie did have pretty good kills. There was decent gore that looked pretty much like practical effects all the way through. There was a sequence in a bowling alley that I absolutely loved.
Destroy the brain!
I will say there are two songs that I really enjoyed in this movie. One called Soldier at War, which was so catchy, and the other one is called Nothing's Gonna Stop Me Now.
Nothing's gonna stop me now! Nothing's gonna stop me now!
The middle of the movie had decent songs. The director of this movie actually said that he was influenced, let me just give you the list here, by things like West Side Story, which you can definitely see in the Soldier at War scene, Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Breakfast Club, pretty much every zombie movie ever, with a dash of Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 6 episode 7. And a fun fact, my favorite character in the movie was Steph, and she choreographed almost all of the dance sequences in the movie. And there is a documentary that is called The Making of Anna and the Apocalypse, but I cannot find it anywhere, and I would like to watch it, because I know there was a lot of heart that went into the making of the movie, and you can tell this movie did make me cry at the end. So let's talk ratings. Overall, this movie was a cute Christmas zombie movie, I guess. Normally I wouldn't gravitate towards movies like that, but that's what I wanted to do with this like horror movie review, kind of Christmas horror movie review thing on my channel. I wanted to go out of my way to watch movies that I normally wouldn't watch. For Christmas rating, how Christmassy was this movie? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I love that she carried around that giant candy cane for the movie. It was cute. For scares, I will give this one a 6. Depending on who you are and who you watch it with, a younger audience might find it a little bit scary. For gore, I'm definitely going to give this one a 7.5. The practical effects were really cool. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. You can follow me on Letterboxd, Deadgrl YT, to keep up with what I am watching throughout the month. I hope that you are enjoying these Christmas horror movie reviews. I have quite a few more that I want to get out, and we are already on the 11th of the month, and I'm stressed because I wanted to get this done a lot sooner and I didn't, and now I'm stressed. So that is all for me for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Stick around for what I watched in November, and I will see you soon.